Good afternoon. I'm Jim McKay at the United States Open Golf Championship, where reality has intruded on this fairy tale competition this afternoon. Shortly before 1 o'clock this afternoon, while play was well underway, a thunderstorm struck here. In the midst of the thunderstorm, 6 people were affected by a lightning strike just to the left of the 11th tee here. Of the 6 people, all male, 2 were taken to St. Francis Hospital in Shakopee. 1 man has died of cardiac arrest. The other is in critical condition and has been transferred to Mount Ramsey Hospital. The other 4 were taken, this is the latest information, to Ridgeview Hospital in Waconia, Minnesota. They are stabilizing with superficial burns, are being held overnight for observation at Ridgeview Hospital. So a tragedy has intruded on the U.S. Open. We can give you the visual story of that if we go back to and videotape to some of the coverage that we had at the time. This is what the storm looked like when it was coming in. Actually, play was suspended, as you see, at 12:50 this afternoon, Central Daylight Time. We saw the lightning before we saw the rain or felt the rain. A great wind came in, and that was followed by rain sweeping the golf course. It was a very frightening situation all around. Some 40,000 people were on this golf course at the time. This was David Frost, South African golfer, fleeing from the 18th green. All the golfers did not come in, however. Some of them stayed out there for some time until they were brought back in by the USGA and the tournament organizers. So that was the situation at that point. As of now, we have exactly what we have told you so far. Now, we have some more footage here. These were the people near a tree that was struck by lightning. They were standing apparently just under the tree, 6 of them at the time. 2 of them you're looking at here. Medical attention reached them very quickly, as you will hear in a minute or so in an interview that we have. But everyone was trying to help, as you could see. Now, the press conference was held just about an hour and a half ago, and we had Mark Polich, the chairman of the Marshals here, explaining precisely what happened. He was out there at the time. Here's what he had to say.
As play was suspended, we were sitting right on the 11th tee box. We made an announcement to our marshals to instruct the crowd to take cover, that play had been suspended, and that severe weather was coming in. Approximately 10 minutes after that happened, we heard 3 or 4 lightning strikes that were very close to us. As soon as those ended, we turned around, stood up, and there were people running toward us from a tree about 20 yards away, indicating that there were a number of people that had been hurt, and they asked us to please call medical personnel. We had several people there that had walkie-talkies. We phoned in to the medics to come out to attend to these people. I believe the medical people arrived in less than 1 minute. By the time they had got there, there were at least 2 medical doctors and a number of registered nurses that were already attending to the 6 people that were down. They worked with the medical staff from the Open when they arrived, and we worked just to keep the crowd back at that point.
And there you can see very graphically the scar where the lightning hit the tree, under which apparently the people were standing just to the length, or to the left of the 11th tee earlier this afternoon. Now I'm sitting with David Fay, the Senior Executive Director of the USGA. Is there any further late news you can tell us, David?
No, Jim, other than to say that, as you said, this was a very tragic situation, and the U.S. Golf Association feels just terrible about it. As you said, it sort of does intrude on an otherwise fairy tale type of competition.
Exactly what is the organization as far as this sort of thing is concerned for the championship?
Well, the organization, if you're looking at step by step, we are very concerned about weather, about lightning in particular, and for that reason we do take steps. We have 2 systems in place. One is called a storm scope, which is a radar type of a device that shows lightning strikes. The other is a service that we retain called AccuWeather, which is a customized weather service of this golf course. And we use those 2 systems, and we also use looking skyward, because there's oftentimes no substitute for that either.
But now medical assistance has been rehearsed earlier, right? What happens when the report comes in, somebody's been hit, we think?
Well, when we receive that report, the medical committee rushes to the scene, and it's my understanding that they were there in about a minute's time after the people were struck by the lightning.
Well, my point is, this is a highly organized and rehearsed thing. In other words, the medics are standing by, the equipment is standing by, and they're
Everything is
notified.
very well rehearsed.
Yeah.
An evacuation plan, what to do with respect to the medical committee, and it's times like this when you wish that golf was played in a dome stadium.
That's right. When you were informed there was a fatality, did you give any thought to not continuing play today?
No, we did not. Again, we feel very badly about it, but we didn't think that that really was an option that we had.
We were seeing lightning here before play was suspended. Do you think it was suspended quickly enough? Tough question, I know.
Well, I see that you said that it was 12:50. I think it was 12:48, and
Okay.
I think that play was suspended quickly enough. You can see lightning quite a ways off, and you have to determine what direction it's coming in. And we were using the equipment, and really once we received word over the walkie-talkies that someone had witnessed lightning, it was less than 30 seconds after that we suspended play.
Okay, I know you have a lot to do. Thank you very much, David. David Fay, the Senior Executive Director of the USGA. Play has resumed. This is...